Hi Libra, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Libra for this upcoming week, which includes the last couple of days of April and into May. Because this is a general reading, it can pertain to just about anything. Relationships, situations, and or circumstances surrounding home, family, work, school, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns I'm using to describe them. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is to reach those that need the message and will benefit in some way, shape, or form from the message. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Hopefully by the end you'll have something to walk away with that will help you in some way. Okay, Libra? So we'll get started here after a couple of more shuffles. If you are, sorry about the cat meowing. He's decided to vocalize something. I don't know why he's meowing. Sylvester, come here. Come here. Come here. Well, that quieted him down. He's not coming, but he stopped meowing. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I was just going to say, if you are relatively new to my channel or unfamiliar with it, there is more information in the description box, so you can check that out. Welcome, and thank you for joining me. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your support. Okay, Libra, let's get started. Let me give this deck one more shuffle. And let's see what's going on for Libra in this coming week. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the Knight of Cups, paired with the Nine of Wands. The Star in reverse. The King of Swords. Four of Swords. The Chariot. The King of Cups in reverse. And then the Four of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like this is your energy, Libra. The King of Cups in reverse, but this could also be somebody that you're dealing with. So I want to remind you, if you are a female, you can embody this kind of energy. The King of Cups is just somebody who's kind of emotionally removed, maybe not emotionally available, might be feeling apathetic, somebody who just doesn't care anymore, somebody who's not putting that emotional energy forth or forward. I do feel like there's a certain level of kind of feeling like they want to give up or just kind of, you know, throwing in the towel and just saying, I don't even care anymore. This isn't emotionally affecting me. It's not bothering me. Maybe there's something out of your control, Libra, that you're just kind of like, well, since I can't do anything about it, it is what it is, that type of energy. The King of Swords is somebody who could be a person who's in a position of authority. This is somebody who's a very clear thinker, very intelligent, speaks clearly, a good communicator. This is somebody who may be embodying a certain loss of hope or lack of hope, feeling like things just aren't right. It is what it is, kind of maybe. I'm just getting that kind of energy, like things aren't quite right, but there's a certain level of acceptance in this first set of cards. This could be pertaining to a relationship or connection with the Knight of Cups out here. Kind of maybe how you're feeling towards somebody or someone. I think that you would like to have some clarity so that you could move on one way or the other. You might be seeking some answers so that you can make a move forward. Whether maybe that means leaving something behind or moving towards something, maybe trying to make some progress regarding a connection or situation. So we have the Hermit, Two of Pentacles in reverse, The cat is... He ate too fast. Okay, I don't know if you heard that or not, Libra, but he just puked on the floor. Okay, you know what? I know this sounds gross, but I'm gonna carry on. We'll let it cool off a little bit. There's nothing worse than, okay, I won't gross you out. Let's just move on. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so we have Justice in reverse. You know, I'm doing a YouTube video. This is not a professional production, so that kind of stuff happens. What can I say? The Star again, but this time in the upright position, clarifying this King of Swords. Three of Wands in reverse. Death in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse, clarifying the King of Cups. And then we have the Emperor. So again, what I'm getting is there's some kind of disappointment surrounding a connection, a relationship. This could indicate that you might be feeling separated from somebody or disconnected, or there might be a lack of communication. It could indicate a recent breakup or split with somebody. Now, this does not have to be a romantic or intimate connection, but it can be. This could be just someone that you've had a connection with that you're currently separated from, split from, or there might have been some kind of ending. Maybe there's an ending pending. But I do feel like a sense of disappointment, feeling like something just didn't quite go your way, the way you had hoped, the way you maybe had planned. But you're kind of ready to move on one way or the other. I feel like you might be seeking some answers for some clarity so that you can move on one way or the other. Whether that means leaving something behind or moving forward to make some progress. I do feel like this is something that you have on your mind, a connection that you have on your mind that you're trying to, again, make some headway in some way, shape, or form. But there is a sense of needing to give up or leaving something behind, or not, it's not worth fighting for, or needing to throw in the towel. That maybe it just doesn't have, you just don't have the energy or desired effort to make things work. But I do get the sense that there's some disappointment, feeling like there's a lack of justice. But this King of Swords, whether this represents your higher self or maybe somebody that you're talking to, is embodying a sense of hope, that there is hope despite maybe this is how you're feeling. There is a sense of hope with regard to this connection. Or it could be that, you know, if this King of Swords represents somebody that you know, or somebody that you are talking to, family member, friend, whatever that looks like for you, or even your higher self, that this individual feels like he's kind of giving the message, maintain a certain level of hope. Things will be okay. Even though things feel broken right now, might feel like there's a lack of justice right now. Maybe things feel like they didn't work out in your favor, but things will be okay. But there's also this kind of detached feeling from this King of Cups, where there's just this lack of emotional connection or response to what's happening, to the separation, to the lack of communication. Let's get some more cards. Libra. There's the Two of Cups again, this time in the upright position. Nine of Pentacles. The Star again in reverse with the same set of cards. Ace of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. And then the moon. So you might be considering making an effort or making a move toward a connection towards somebody that you have on your mind. I think that this is something you're considering. I'm not sure that it's something that you've done yet. I feel like you're maybe searching for answers on whether or not this is the right move to make, if it's something that you should do, or should you leave it behind and carry on your merry way on your own. Nine of Pentacles can indicate a single energy, somebody who's thriving and doing well on their own. It might be that you're ready to leave something behind and just carry on your merry way, doing your own thing, feeling positive about where you're headed, what you're doing. But I do feel like there's almost a decision to be made or lack of a decision to be made, because again, there's a sense that there is no hope for this. I mean, we have the Star card twice with Justice in reverse, and then you've got this King of Swords with the Star card and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it's almost like, yeah, this seems bleak. Maybe this connection's lost. Maybe there is nowhere to go from here, but at the same time, hanging on to maybe the hope that this is how it's supposed to be, or maybe the demise of this connection is the direction you're supposed to go, even though it feels bad right now. I think more than anything, this King of Cups just feels like he wants to feel certain about the direction or the moves that he's making or the way that he's thinking. There is a lot of disappointment surrounding whatever this connection is to you. You've got the Two of Cups in your underlying energy, so to me it feels like there might be some thought being put into making an effort, maybe to reconnect or try again, but at the same time, there's a lack of emotional investment. Like the energy is just not being put forth into this connection or hope for it. And so maybe because your intentions are not 100% invested, that there is... I mean, it feels like it could go either way, if I'm being honest. It feels like, Libra, you have control over the situation, whether you may think you do or not, that maybe you are the catalyst that's either going to keep this going or end it one way or the other. That you ultimately have control over the situation. It's your choice. It's how you're thinking about it. It's the level of energy you're putting into it. Do you want it or not? So we have the Hierophant in reverse, Strength in reverse, Page of Swords, Magician in reverse, Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Again, I'm getting a very strong sense that there is a decision to be made here, and it almost feels like Libra's accepted the demise of something, but ultimately you don't have to. And trying to make a decision on whether it's the right move to try to put forth some energy into this connection when you feel like it's done and over. There's nothing left. But I feel like for me, it's about a mindset. I almost feel like the way you're thinking about this is what's determining whether or not there's any hope here. It is, it's about intention. It's not about the reality. Your intentions are your reality, right? So if you are convinced that this is going nowhere and that you have no choice but to move on from this, well, then that's probably what's going to happen. Right, Libra? I mean, if you intend on making an effort, if you put energy into something, then typically you get a different outcome. If your attitude is there's nothing left here, it's time to just walk away from this, then that's probably what's going to happen. You have complete control over your own happiness, your own feelings of success, depending on the effort you put forward. And the question really is, Libra, are you going to put that effort forward or not? Because the cards are indicating that there's potential here. The cards are indicating that if you want this, you can have it. So you're going to have to decide one way or the other. I don't have this other person's energy on the table, which I find interesting. So this could be any kind of connection for you, Libra. This could be a business connection. This could be a friend, a family member even, that maybe you've decided to walk away from. If it's a romantic connection, the possibility is there. It really is about your decision on whether or not you feel like you want this or not. And right now it doesn't look like you do, based on what I'm seeing in this outcome set of cards, that ultimately you're just ready to walk away from this because there's nothing left for you. But what's interesting, Libra, what's got me a little perplexed is, as I sit here looking at these cards, I feel like you've kind of trapped yourself into this way of thinking that this is how it has to be. This is just the way it is. I don't have any control over the situation. I'm not going to put any energy into this because there's nothing left here for me to put energy into. At the same time, in your set of underlying energy cards, there's this, you're putting a lot of thought into this connection. So why are you putting so much thought into it if it's already said and done in your eyes? That's what I'm confused about. It's like you're trying to fool yourself into thinking that there's nothing there when really there could be something there. I mean, that, you know, I'm just telling you what I see in the cards, Libra, so I guess it depends on the person, but the potential is there if you want to put the energy into it, is what I'm seeing. Let's get this last round of cards, and then we have the Knight of Cups coming out in the same set with the Knight of Cups. And then the King of Wands in reverse. And again, to me, this is somebody who's just given up, who's not willing to make an effort, who's not willing to take on that challenge, who's telling other people, you know, you make the decision for me. I don't have the ability to do that. Just a sense of giving up when you really don't have to. So maybe you want to. I mean, maybe I almost feel like I should be trying to convince you to go for it, because I feel like there's that little glimmer of hope. But at the same time, it feels like you don't care. You don't want to. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, well, I can't read into it because it's going to be different for everybody. So, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Cups, clarifying this, King of Cups in reverse. And the Star in reverse for the third time. So it's out here 3 times in reverse, 1 time in the upright position. It's more, these cards are confirming the message I've seen since the beginning. It's almost like there's this thought process that the only thing you can count on, the only thing that is stable, that is certain, that is real, is your lack of ability to manifest this connection. An unwillingness to work on this. It is what it is. There's no hope for this. Why bother? Why bother? Libra says, why bother if there's just nothing there? If there's no hope for this connection whatsoever, why should I even bother? Woe is me. I can't help myself. This is a woe is me set of cards. Look at this. Look at this set of cards. Woe is me. It's not going to work. Why bother? I mean, I feel like I'm talking to Eeyore. I'm not making fun, because this could be an emotional situation for you, Libra. Maybe you are really disappointed and feeling sad, and I don't want to laugh at that. But at the same time, the cards are indicating you don't have to have this reality of this doom and gloom. You could have this. You just have to put your mind to it. You just have to decide this is the direction you want to go. And you can have this. But you have to put forth the energy. You can't be this King of Wands and just not accept responsibility for your actions. And when I say actions, yeah, actions, sure. But how about taking responsibility for the way you're thinking? Because you're manifesting this reality. You're manifesting lacking in the area of this connection, because based on the cards, it's what you want. You don't want this anymore, and that's fine. If you don't want this, but the cards are also indicating you're thinking about it, thinking about making a move in the opposite direction. And based on what I'm seeing, it's all about your mindset. The opportunity's there. If you don't F it up by thinking the wrong way, by thinking you can't manifest this, the opportunity's there. Libra, you can have this if you want it. You just have to change your perspective. You have to believe that you are worthy. That this is meant for you. That it is something that you can have. So Libra, I'm going to get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you and see if we can't. Maybe we can get some words of encouragement, something positive to end this reading, because I feel like you need that. Am I going to take this one? Yeah, I'm going to take this one. And surprisingly, this is turning out to be a really short, and then we get the Queen of Earth in reverse. Interesting. I thought it was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't have my glasses on yet. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Earth. This could be the person you're dealing with. It could represent your energy. Libra, you decide. And maybe this is why Queen of Earth in reverse can indicate in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the Queen of Earth in reverse is about someone who might be removed from a situation, somebody who's more concerned about their own well-being, someone who's lacking loyalty or compassion. Again, somebody who's more of could be somebody who's self-centered, egotistical, but it could also mean that somebody who's just kind of removed themselves from a situation. Maybe somebody who was invested in something and wasn't receiving that in return. So the Queen of Earth, typically these cards are relatively similar to the court cards are relatively similar to the Rider-Waite meanings, but I still like to read them out of the book because you might get something more out of it. So it's a potential blockage if it's in reverse, Libra. And again, this can represent your energy or the person you're dealing with. Remember, I indicated that the King of Cups, King of Wands in this reading, because I don't have anybody else's energy. It's really just yours. And if you're a female, you can embody this energy. I just want to remind you that. But this is the energy I'm reading for. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse could very well also indicate this energy, but it could be different for everybody. It could also indicate the person that you're thinking about, the person that you've got on your mind. So you decide what makes sense to you. Okay, Libra? And again, it's a potential blockage if it's in the reverse. So let's go ahead and read this and see what it says. The reversed Queen of Earth will appear in your readings for two reasons. The first is to caution against making the home a hiding place where you shut out those you care about. Yes, we all need a sanctuary, but our periods of isolation should always be temporary. The Queen of Earth seeks to remind you that you are not meant to be alone. There are people who love you and support you. Let them in. Oh, yeah, this very well could be your energy based on what I was seeing in the cards. The Queen of Earth, when she appears in reverse position, may also be cautioning you against smothering those around you. There is a difference between mothering and overwhelming, or worse, disempowering someone through too much care and attention. Take a step back and allow those around you to act for themselves. In fact, encourage them to act for themselves. You might enjoy what you do for others, but there comes a time when those around you must learn to look after themselves, or at least share in the household responsibilities. So again, this could indicate someone who is in your life and maybe has stepped away for a while. Maybe this person was investing a little bit more energy into the relationship, perhaps. I'm just throwing this out there, Libra. I'm not throwing shade, but perhaps this person was putting a little more energy into the relationship than you were, and they removed themselves. And you've kind of accepted the demise of the relationship, but it's only because you're not willing to put that effort forward. Maybe not, just not thinking about it in the right way, Libra. So anyway, I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, share your story if you'd like. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, Libra, and I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye.